Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 362 of the show with no name. I'm your humble host, Nick, and in today's episode, we're going to be visiting a little old abandoned pioneer farmer cemetery out here in the middle of nowhere in Washington State. I call this cemetery the Kummer Cemetery. Let's get into this. The interesting thing about this cemetery is that it really confused me when I first found it. When I did my research on the cemetery before I went out and found the cemetery, there was supposed to be like 30 or 40 headstones maybe in the area, and when I got there was only 3, and so it really threw me off. I have no idea where the headstones went. They didn't fall down or get covered by the bushes. They're literally gone. Maybe vandals attacked the cemetery at some point, or maybe they just all started falling apart, and as they do, the community comes and picks them up or something. But that doesn't even make any sense because the cemetery itself is all overgrown, so it isn't like it's been upkept or anything. So it's just a mystery to me where all the headstones went, because I found old pictures of the headstones that people took just a few years ago. So it was sometime in the last 10 years or so that all these headstones just started disappearing. Nonetheless, there were a lot of interesting people buried in this cemetery, so it'll probably be a 2-part series that I do because I couldn't fit everybody into this little episode. So I'm going to start this one off today talking about Rodney Rounds. And he was born on February 14th, 1830 in New York. And he would pass away on August 7th, 1893 at the age of 63. Rodney R. Rounds came west on the Oregon Trail in 1854 and first settled in Benton County, Oregon, where he was a carpenter and participated in the construction of the Benton County Courthouse. He married Rebecca S. Thornton in Benton County on August 6, 1854. He was the county assessor, among other duties. Later in life, many family members moved to the Waterville area of eastern Washington, where he would die shortly after finalizing his land grant. He is a descendant of the Mayflower passengers, Governor William Bradford on his mother's side, and John and Eleanor Billington on his father's side. John Jasper Brownfield was born on October 7, 1816 in Virginia, and he would pass away just 4 days before Christmas in 1893 at the age of 77 in Waterville, Washington. I found an article about him that was titled "Called to His Reward." On Sunday morning, he went out to feed the hogs and fell on the ice, hurting his back, but did not complain much, seemed drowsy, and slept most of the day. He ate hearty on Monday, but was up only about 2 hours, and on Tuesday he would have a stroke, from which he never recovered, never spoke again. He was never even conscious of his surroundings from that point forward. He was about 75 years old to 77 years old at the time. He came to Washington 3 years ago, having lived in the Bates County for 27 years, where he was beloved and esteemed by all who knew him. He was a staunch greenbacker and labor reformer, doing all in his power at all times to educate the people. He was near and dear to us, the father of Mrs. Turner. May his soul rest in peace and enjoy the fruits of good seed sown while on earth.